tonight, we welcome them home. August has not been kind to our Blue Jays, but the thing about baseball is the season is really long, and the Jays are still in the playoff race as they return for a homestand at Rogers Center. And joining us now to talk about the team's chances is the voice of the Blue Jays, Buck Martinez. Nice to see you here in the studio.
Good morning, Jen. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. We are rooting for our Jays, and they haven't been in the playoffs for 20 years, and they were a fave to win last year. So what's going on with our Jays?
Well, they've been up and down. Of course, they had a great month of May when they hit all the home runs, but it's been up and down, and I think inconsistency has been the biggest problem. This is a big month for them, and this is a big homestand for them. They're still in the hunt, as you mentioned, and it's a matter of now going out and proving that they're worthy of the postseason. It's been a long time. Obviously, they've got a lot of great players. Bautista, Encarnacion, Lind, and it's just a matter of getting over the hump and having the ability to score runs. That's been the biggest concern. This team has always been about pitching concerns, but right now they're having trouble scoring runs.
Let's talk about the offense. So what's going on with them? They're not doing so well.
No, they're not. And they only hit 5 home runs on this last road trip. They went 2-6 on the road trip. Bautista hit a couple of home runs. The club needs Bautista and Encarnacion to hit home runs once again, and that really sparks the offense, to give them a little cushion and allow the pitchers to be a little more relaxed. I think the biggest thing, when you lost Encarnacion for 33 days, the team really struggled. He is truly one of the best power hitters in all of baseball, along with Jose Bautista. And Jose hit the home runs in Milwaukee, and he's kind of showing signs that he's about ready to break out of it. The players have to understand this is the time they've got to get it done. They've got 9 games against Tampa Bay, Boston, and New York on this homestand, and they go 7-2 in this homestand. They'll be right back in it, and once again, the interest will peak.
What about our starting pitchers?
Starting pitching has been better than advertised, and certainly it has gotten off to a pretty good start. Mark Burley was terrific first part of the year. R.A. Dickey's done what he's done the last couple of years. He keeps you in ball games and gives you a chance to win. Jay Happ has been great. The real interesting guy has been Marcus Stroman, who pitches tonight. Marcus is a young kid that's come up. He's 23 years old. Former #1 pick. He has shown a lot of poise. He's athletic. He can do a lot of things. He played second base at Duke as a freshman. So you see his athleticism on the mound, and he has the ability to make adjustments during the course of the game. I think he's going to be a star in this league. He's been beat around a little bit and humbled a little bit in the last couple of starts, but I look for him to be really good tonight against Tampa Bay.
The Jays do well when Brett Lawrie is in.
Yes, they do, and that's been a big problem. Brett's been injured over the last 3 years. They need his defense first and foremost. He was a big part of why Mark Burley got off to a great start. He was terrific at third base. Burley's a left-handed pitcher. When Lawrie is in the game, everything works well for Burley. He puts the ball in play, and Burley's great defense at third base helps him out a lot. And, of course, Brett is probably not going to play again this year.
No more trades now, and hindsight is 2020. Could they have done anything different looking back now? Do you think they should have done something different?
They could have done something different, but the most attractive pieces that everybody wanted was Stroman, Sanchez, and Daniel Norris, the youngster at Buffalo, and I don't think you should have given them up. I'm glad they kept them. The foundation of this organization is homegrown talent like Daniel Norris. He had 9 strikeouts again last night. We're probably going to see him in September pitching out of the bullpen. He is 21 years old, not going to turn 22 until next April, and he's got a chance to be a star. So if you look at a rotation of Stroman, Hutchison, Sanchez, and Norris, that bodes well for a long-term success rate here in Toronto. I think they've done the right thing by keeping these youngsters together. And I think what they will do is they will push one another, and they will fuel this organization for a long time.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think they still have a run in them. I think they still have an offensive run in them. We're going to see some home runs on this homestand, and I think if they win 7 games on this homestand, I think they'll be right back in the mix.
Torontonians love their Blue Jays. They love
sure
their
do.
Blue Jays.
You know what? We see them travel so well across the country. When we go to Seattle, it's like a home game. They show up in Cleveland and Chicago and Milwaukee. The fans want this team to succeed. And
They
if they
go down to spring training. They travel to see their Jays.
They love the Jays. The blue. I'm glad they brought the blue back a couple of years ago, because this is truly the Blue Jays. The uniforms look great.
Okay, let's talk about tonight. How are they going to do tonight?
I think Marcus Stroman is going to really set a tone for this whole series. Marcus has a feel for what he needs to do Tampa Bay, of course, is on their heels. Tampa Bay has come back from nowhere. They were 18 back to start the season, 18 under 500 in June, and I think they have come within 3 games of 500 right now. So I think Marcus is going to set the tone. I expect him to be real good tonight.
Okay, well, we'll be watching. Okay, the Jays take on the Tampa Bay Rays tonight at 7. Head down to the game at the Rogers Center, or you can catch all of the action on Sportsnet. Always nice to see you back. We're heading into you, Mal.